Boys! CeilingMMA here, and UFC 307 goes down at Salt Lake City at the Delta Center this Saturday in 2 days. And I know I haven't dropped since my 306 prediction video, and that went terribly, you know. I got the Lopez versus Ortega prediction perfect, but I got the main event, the co-main event, and I got Zellhuber and Ribovic wrong. I did get Ronaldo Rodriguez winning right, though, although I don't think he actually won, although that was a draw, but still. It didn't go great, but I haven't posted since then just because I haven't really had enough time, but I'm back with a prediction for 307. Hopefully I'll be able to get a recap done once the event is over. I'm going to be predicting the main card and also one prelim that I felt like I wanted to predict, so yeah. Alright lads, starting off the card, the prelim that I picked is obviously the best prelim. Joaquin Buckley versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Now I want Wonderboy to win because he is one of my favourite welterweights and he's a legend of the sport. We know. But the formula's out there to beat him. Gilbert Burns was able to grapple against him and hold him down. So was Bilal. So was Shavkat. And it seems like he has good takedown defense. He's got good defensive grappling. You know, he's only been subbed once by Shavkat, which isn't like really a detriment. You know, Shavkat's really good, but like now it just feels like if someone's going to keep up a high pace with the wrestling, then there's a very good chance they're going to be able to beat Wonderboy. I think he might retire here actually, I'm not sure. Buckley showed really good takedowns, really good wrestling against Ruziboev, and I trust someone with a surname sounding like that to have better takedown defense than Wonderboy. Now that's a really casual thing I just said, but still. I think he likes to bob and weave a lot, does Buckley. He likes to move to the side. He's decent on the feet. I don't think he's good as Wonderboy, but he is good. And I think Wonderboy likes his straight punches down the middle and his side kicks and stuff like that. And I feel like Wonderboy won't be able to catch Buckley that much. He might catch him a couple of times, but I feel like Buckley's going to be able to get out of the way, get around the side, secure a body lock or a double leg, get him down, and I think he's going to TKO him with ground and pound in the third round. Or he just grinds out to a decision. Either way, I'm going with Joaquin Buckley to win this one. Alright, next up we got Kevin Holland versus Roman Dolidze. Now, I think people are overrating Dolidze going into this. I'm seeing the majority of people picking him. I don't think picking him is bad, but like their reasoning is the grappling of Dolidze and the size. Like, firstly, he's bigger than a lot of middleweights, but he's just not good enough to beat them. You know what I mean? His wrestling is terrible. Like, it's so bad. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not good. Like, the way Dolidze wins is if you take him down, or if somehow the fight ends up on the ground and he can get a sub. I think Wonderboy, fuck. I think Holland is going to be able to just stuff the takedowns from him, and I think he's a better striker. You know, outstriking Anthony Smith isn't that impressive, to be honest. I get that it was on short notice, but I mean, his upper weight class, we wouldn't have had to cut as much weight, whereas Anthony was cutting weight on like a week or two's notice. It's easy to look good against Anthony Smith because he sucks, and Holland is the better striker. He's got more knockouts. He's more powerful. He's been more impressive on the feet from what we've seen. I think he should stay at welterweight, to be honest, but I like this matchup for Holland at middleweight, and I think he's going to KO him with like a 1-2 straight down the middle in the second round, or maybe the third. And next up on the main card, we've got Kayla Harrison versus Caitlin Periera. I think I'm going to go with the obvious pick here. Bro, look at those biceps. Look at those fucking triceps on Kayla Harrison. She's a man. Like, I'm sorry. Obviously, this channel has like 4 subscribers, maybe 3, I don't know, maybe even 2. So I'm not making any money off this. So I don't really need to worry about getting demonetized here. Look at her. She's on the juice. She's gigantic for 135. Vieira's pretty good, you know, but as it says on the screen, the closer you are to being a man in WMMA, mainly women's bantamweight, I find, the more successful you're going to be, you know. It's different at flyweight, you know. Valentina, Alexa Grasso, they're pretty feminine women, but women's bantamweight, like if you look like Kayla Harrison, you're going to be successful. You're probably going to get to the title, and I think she's going to TKO Caitlin Vieira in the first round. with elbows, ground and pound after throwing her to the ground. And then she's probably going to end up getting a title shot against the winner of the co-main. Next up, we've got Jose Aldo, one of the GOATs, returning to fight Mario Bautista. Aldo's coming off a win over Jonathan Martinez. Bautista's coming off a decision win over Ricky Simone. Aldo's just better than him, I think. I think Bautista, firstly, is a longer guy. Not really long, but his torso is quite tall for bantamweight, and I think that's where the body shot for Aldo, the liver shot that he likes, and the knee up the middle is going to be, it's going to be right there. The leg kick's going to be there. I haven't really seen Bautista checking leg kicks. Aldo's a better boxer. Bautista's got a really good ground game, but Aldo is the best defensive wrestler the sport has ever seen. He stuffed 16 of Merab's takedowns out of 16. He's only losing to champions and Marlon Moraes, but that fight was a robbery, to be honest, and Marlon Moraes very nearly beat Henry Cejudo, so take from that what you will. And I want to direct you guys to Mario Bautista's record. Ricky Simone decision. Ricky Simone had a lot of hype, but it's kind of just been shown, like, he's not one of the elite guys at bantamweight. Like, the highest he'll get is maybe, like, 13 in his career. Damon Blackshear got knocked out in the first round by Montel Jackson, but Bautista took him to a decision. And then Guido Canetti, Benito Lopez, Brian Kelleher, who lost to Cody Garbrandt, right? And like, come on, bro. Lost to Trevin Jones. I know these are a while ago, and I'm looking a bit too much into this, but like, you lot need to see that that Jose Aldo is just better than this guy. Jonathan Martinez is better than any of Mario Bautista's wins. So are Munoz, Font, and Chito Vera. And even though Aldo tends to slow down and this is at altitude, I feel like Aldo could cruise the third round after winning the first two. He could probably get a takedown in the first round too and hold control, like he did against Martinez, although Bautista's a bit more dangerous on the ground. He is more dangerous on the ground, but still, I'm going with Jose Aldo by a decision. Okay, now we have the co-main event. Pennington versus Pena. I'm going to go with Raquel Pennington in this fight. I think it's going to be a boring decision, similar to the Bueno Silva one. Look, Juliana Pena's shit. I'm not going to lie. The reason she beat Nunes is because Nunes literally had COVID like 2 weeks before. It was obvious she didn't really take Pena seriously as a threat, and Pena outlasted her and gassed her out and, you know, took her down, was able to get, I think it was a submission, right? It wasn't a ground and pound TKO. I'm pretty sure that was a submission. And then she got destroyed in the second fight as soon as Nunes took her seriously. Her striking's awful. She's actually going to make Pennington look good in the boxing. Like, Pennington is probably going to go out there and look like fucking prime Manny Pacquiao against this girl. Yeah, I'm going with Raquel Pennington. I might skip this one, I can't lie, because I think it's going to be really boring. Also, she trains at altitude. This fight is at altitude. I can't remember if she trains in Colorado or if it's high altitude fight team, which is like kind of near in Utah. It's near Salt Lake City. I thought maybe there was hope for Pena winning in a similar way she beat Nunes, but like, I don't see that now I've found out that about Pennington. We have the main event, Alex Pereira versus KHALIL Rountree. KHALIL doesn't deserve this shot. I'm going to go into why I think Alex Pereira is going to KO him in the first round, which seems like the pick that a lot of people are going with, most of the guys who actually know what they're talking about and aren't just going, I don't know, man, I have a feeling about KHALIL, which I'm seeing a lot of, and, you know, talking about how KHALIL said he has some secret technique. I don't care. KHALIL, he got KO'd by like 3 elbows in the clinch from Johnny Walker. Was it 2? I don't know. Ground and pound from Ion Cutelaba. I think if that's happening to you, I don't think you're eating a hard shot from Pereira. If you watch the Anthony Smith fight, there were moments when Anthony Smith was outboxing him and walking him down before the knockout. You know, Anthony Smith fought and that was Anthony Smith on a week's notice, by the way. Right, and people, do you know what I've seen people bringing up? I'm going to go over to KHALIL's record here. How he's got 2 wins over Glory Kickboxers. He's got just Dustin Jacoby and he's got Gokhan Saki. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Saki was a really accomplished kickboxer, right? I think he went 1-2 in the UFC, and he was really old when he fought KHALIL. So I don't want to fucking hear that, right? And Jacoby, not only is he shit, like, I'm sorry, Jacoby isn't a good win. He won that fight. Like, if you look at the stats, Dustin Jacoby should have won that fight. It's a similar thing. Well, not a similar thing. In the Smith fight, you got to look at the stats too. Khalil was around. I think the second round, Khalil was ahead by like 6 strikes. Like, there were every round, Khalil was ahead just about over Anthony Smith, who isn't a good striker. Who, even though I know I shit on Roman Dolidze earlier in this video, but Anthony Smith got outstruck by Roman Dolidze on short notice. Alex Pereira. Let me think. I mean, people talk about Khalil's Muay Thai and his leg kicks. Like, Alex Pereira has better leg kicks than this guy. He out-leg kicked Jan Blachowicz. The big swinging leg kicks of Khalil are just going to get checked by Alex. In terms of the boxing, Khalil has a nice straight shot. Maybe he can catch Alex. He might catch Alex, right? Alex has shown good slips. He counters with hooks from slips a lot. He did it against Yuri in the first fight, and I think the second fight at the end of the first round when he caught him with the left hook. Khalil tends to, when he steps out of the pocket, drop his lead hand. That is literally the perfect opportunity for Alex to land a hook on him, because Alex has range on this guy, or a kick actually, a head kick, and this is Salt Lake City, so that could I mean, yeah, that could happen. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Alex Pereira by a round 1 KO. If Khalil Rountree wins this, I might just quit predicting, because is there a point anymore? Alright lads, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you disagree with any of my takes. Please subscribe, because I do need that. And let me know any videos you'd like me to drop in the future. You know, I've literally just got finished doing my GOAT list, so I could drop a video on that. We'll see in a bit, lads.